Hi and welcome to Best in Tesla News, episode 37. The Tesla Model 3 gets yet another Car of the Year award. And it's actually getting even better. GM releases a full self-driving taxi. And Tesla is cutting prices. And you know that involves the numbers 69 and 420. Of course. All this and much more to come on today's episode. Let's dive right in.
Let's put our living stereo stylus in this groove.
The Tesla Model 3 is Auto Express 2020 Compact Executive Car of the Year. Tesla Model 3 is one of the best electric vehicles in the world. Practical, safe, high-tech, with excellent performance and range. The understated styling hides a sophisticated electric powertrain and the state-of-the-art interior dominated by a huge touchscreen. And now Tesla Model 3 is Auto Express 2020's Compact Executive Car of the Year. British Motoring magazine noted, with masses of tech, great performance, generally usable range and impressive charging capabilities, the Tesla is a champion once again. And Tesla's robust charging infrastructure make the car even more attractive yet. Not just me, the Tesla fanboy's review of the car that I just did was good. Once again, Tesla Model 3 takes the crown. Not just as an electric car, but as a car. If you still think the Model 3 is a bad car, sorry, you're simply just wrong. And the Tesla Model 3 got even better with the new refresh that just went online. The Tesla Model 3 just got the chrome delete, power trunk on all models, and the new console looking very sleek. And it just got a little more range and speed as well. The Performance Model 3 now has a 0 to 100 kilometers in just 3.3 seconds or 0 to 60 miles an hour in just 3.1 seconds. Wow! And a range of 567 kilometers or 315 miles. And the long range just got 580 kilometers or 353 miles of range VLTP. And the boost upgrade you can get for the $2,000 will make your Model 3 long range even faster. Now the update will make your long range do a 0 to 60 in just 3.7 seconds. Nice. So the benchmark of EV just got better, even before everyone else has caught up. Tesla is just constantly making their cars better and better, and the Model Y also got an over-the-air update that makes the car's range go up a bit. The Tesla Model Y long range goes from 320 miles to 325 miles. Over-the-air updates just rules. And if you wonder how much better is the efficiency actually on a Model 3 compared to some of the competition, well, just take a look at this chart. And the answer is a lot. And Tesla is ramping up their solar roof tiles installations. And we see some of the progress that Tesla has been making with the installation of their solar roof. A Tesla solar roof, a 15 kilowatt installation completed in just 4 days by the Wendell & Sons Roofings. Nicely done. And Elon, of course, took this opportunity to make some advertising for working for Tesla with the solar roof installation. As he said, no prior experience needed. And he did again mention they will expand internationally later this year. This is just going to be such a huge business in a couple of years. And Giga Tesla Shanghai production figures shows more efficient manufacturing. According to D. Kurak on Twitter, Tesla Model 3 production at the Giga Shanghai plant was down 3.9% in September compared to August. However, Giga Shanghai was closed for the final 10 days of September, meaning it only missed out on the previous month's threshold by about 500 cars while being closed for the third of the month. In the final 10 days, an additional 6,106 vehicles would have rolled off the production line, making for a monthly rate of 18,318 cars in September. Very impressive. And Tesla is building on their relationship in China with the Chinese people. Reports have emerged suggesting Tesla China is currently initiating what would only be described as a serious ramp of its public and government relation team. The effort comes amidst Tesla's Chinese growing role in the electric car maker's operation, especially as the company prepared to launch the locally produced version of the Model Y in the country. A very smart thing to do, as Ray for Tesla said, "When in Rome, do as the Romans." Exactly. As he also pointed out, this is why eBay and Amazon failed in China, not following this simple but very important principle. And let's take a look at Gigafactory 4 and their lightning speed. I did show last week the look inside the drive unit's factory, but let's take a little look from the outside this week because, as always, Gigafactory 4 Tesla Twitter, Albrecht keeps making these great videos of the progress, and he did also tweet this picture of the construction site, one from the 2nd of June and the other from the 28th of September. Man, that is crazy. And a video from Toby Lin also showed the Tesla Giga Press machines are getting some serious foundation work done. Simply just unreal speed this factory is going up with. And Elon made a little tweet about the price cut of the Tesla Model S. He tweeted Wednesday that the prophecy will be fulfilled. Model S price changed to $69,420 tonight. Yeah. You knew it had to be $69,420, right? So now the Model S is the exact same price as 1,000 Tesla shorts. Maybe this was just to undercut Lucid, that just announced they will come out with a cheaper version of their Lucid Air for $69,900. So Tesla just undercut them by $480. And you can of course get the Tesla now, but can't get the cheap Lucid Air before 2022. So Tesla lowered their Model S pricing in the US, Canada and China. In the US, the Model S Long Range Plus now starts at $69,420, $5,570 price cut from the $74,990. The Model S Performance also got a $3,000 price cut from $94,990 to $91,990. In China, the Tesla Model S starting price sees a 3% reduction. In Canada, as Driver Tesla Canada reports, starting prices of the Model S Long Range Plus and Performance is getting a $4,000 and a $6,000 Canadian dollar price cut. Yeah, let the competition come and Tesla adjust accordingly. Just because they can. And it looked like S&P seems to be waking up slowly. S&P raises Tesla's credit rating to BB from B+. Says Q3 deliveries was above our expectation. S&P Global Ratings said it expects Tesla to deliver more than 470,000 cars in 2020, which would be within the company's goal for this year. Sales could reach more than 800,000 vehicles in 2021, S&P said. Finally, S&P is starting to wake up. 470,000 is a bit low in my opinion, so Tesla will definitely deliver above S&P expectations once again. Hopefully this will mean we could see an inclusion in the near future. And don't forget that Tesla is coming out with their sales numbers on Wednesday, 21st of October. I have talked about it in many videos that EVs are already cheaper than ICE cars. Now Consumer Report confirms. Owning a Tesla Model 3 instead of a BMW 3 Series or an Audi A4 can probably save $15,000, says report. They say the analysis found lifetime ownership cost of the most popular EVs on the market under $50,000 are typically $6,000 to $10,000 less than the best gas-powered vehicle in their class. Tesla Model 3, the best-selling EV on the market, delivered the biggest savings. at least 15,000 compared to both the BMW 330i and the Audi A4. It's simple enough. If you buy a Tesla Model 3 instead of a BMW 330i, lifetime savings are 17,600 in total. And choosing a Tesla Model Y over the Lexus crossover will save 13,400. Nissan Leaf and Chevy Bolt owners can expect to spend 6,000 less on the lifespan of their vehicle than if they bought a Honda Civic hatchback. The savings of the Ford Mustang Mach-E compared to the Toyota RAV4 are only $3,000. So according to the report, owning a Tesla Model 3 or Model Y is the best deal you can get. I will leave a link to the full report in the description below. Tesla Model 3 joins yet another police force, but it wasn't their first choice. The Tesla Model 3 has joined yet another police force in an attempt to take down the bad guys. However, the Windham Country Sheriff's Department in Newfane, Vermont didn't initially plan an all-electric sedan being the newest member of the law enforcement agency. Sheriff Mark Anderson says that the department was planning on purchasing another gas-powered vehicle for the force. As a result of the pandemic, our normal vendors, Ford, Chevrolet, Dodge, have delayed production until the first quarter of 2021, Anderson said. Right now, the Model 3 is a pilot project. In the department's capital replacement budget, Anderson had $35,000 set aside for a new police cruiser. This would have left the off-menu standard range Model 3 as the only vehicle that would have fit the budget. But luckily, Anderson did a bit more math on this one and found out what the other report I just talked about concluded. It is very cheap to own an EV compared to the polluting gas car. And the number crunching process showed that the Model 3 would save up to 80% of the cost of operating a normal gas car. The annual maintenance cost can run between $5,000 to $8,000 a year. Yes, that's quite the savings right there, and it's going to make the Model 3 much cheaper than the crappy polluting Ford the police force was about to buy. Luckily, more and more people are actually doing the math and realizing just how much cheaper and better an EV is. And Elon said full self-driving public beta will be released on Tuesday. As promised by Elon Musk, the company will soon release a fully functional version of its fully self-driving package, which is the result of the fundamental rewrite, but only for private beta testers. This is just so exciting. I think all the haters and non-believers will soon have to eat their words. Can't wait to try this out myself. GM is also soon going to start a true driverless car. GM Cruise announced that it received the green light from Californian DMV to operate a fleet of true driverless Chevy Bolt EVs. GM Cruise CEO Dan Ammann said that he believes they will be the first to test a true driverless system in a major US city. He said, "Today Cruise received the permit from the Californian DMV to remove human backup drivers from our self-driving cars. We are not the first company to receive this permit, but we are going to be the first to put it to the use on the streets of a major US city." And as we know, Waymo is also ready with their full self-driving cars in Phoenix. But Ammann added, "But even without a literary launch into the sky, this is our moonshot. And the chaotic, gritty streets of San Francisco are our launch pad. This is where years of blood, sweat and tears have been poured out by everyone on the Cruise mission. And is where our 2 million miles of city testing will truly hit the road for the first time. An electric car, driving by itself, navigating on the most difficult driving city in the world." And this just shows how different approach Tesla is taking, right? And how far ahead in the game they are. GM have 2 million miles in city driven. Tesla has data from over 3.5 billion miles driven. Not just in one mapped city. no data from every kind of road from all over the world. And as I mentioned, Tesla is also ready to start beta testing of their system next week. And when Tesla's system is fully ready and they get the green light as well, Tesla's car can drive everywhere, when Waymo and GM are still driving in only one city. Very different. And a little funny note from GM as well, they ended up with saying, before the end of the year, we'll be sending cars out onto the streets of San Francisco without gasoline and without anyone at the wheel, because safely removing the driver is the true benchmark of a full self-driving car, because burning fossil fuel is no way to build the future of transportation. Yes, we know. That is why Tesla only builds EVs. And GM is still going to build these fossil fuel burning vehicles for many years to come. Yeah, GM still has a long and expensive way to go. A lack of public charging points have been a barrier for greater adoption of EVs in Sydney, but they are about to do something about that. Hundreds of charging stations for electric vehicles are set to be rolled out across Sydney after plans were unveiled to convert electric distribution boxes common in every suburb into spots where motorists can charge their electric vehicle. Very good idea and great for the people of Sydney. Channing and HBO is about to make a TV series about SpaceX. Elon Musk is among the few people on Earth that are working towards changing the course of humanity's future in a drastic way. He founded SpaceX in 2002 to make life multiplanetary and colonize Mars. Since then, SpaceX has developed some of the world's most advanced rockets and spacecraft. Throughout the years, Musk's bold ideas, ambitious goals, and ability to lead teams to achieve greatness has earned him the place in history. Hollywood actor Channing Tatum seems to be so inspired by Musk's space ventures that he is now planning to produce an HBO drama television series about Musk and his journey at SpaceX. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch that. It is not only Tesla that is making constantly updates to its model. SpaceX is about to launch cargo on board the updated Dragon capsule. This will be the first flight of the upgraded cargo version of Dragon, which is able to carry 50% more science payload than the previous version of the Dragon. Throughout the years, SpaceX has successfully transported vital equipment and scientific research, including live animals and plants on board Dragon. And it safely brought back the experiment's result to scientists on Earth. Overall, the original Dragon capsule spent over 520 days stationed at the International Space Station Laboratory, delivering over 95,000 pounds of cargo and returning over 76,000 pounds back to Earth. Just amazing what SpaceX has been able to accomplish in only 18 years. And SpaceX is speeding up Starlink deployment. SpaceX is aiming for a launch today, Sunday, the 18th, for another 60 Starlink satellite and another Starlink mission already on Wednesday. If both missions are successful, SpaceX will have 888 Starlink satellites in low Earth orbit. And they did say previously that 800 satellites would give moderate internet coverage, so we should be very close for SpaceX to turn on the public beta of the Starlink internet. And they did also say they would turn it on at the end of 2020. And with the last two missions, I think they are ready to do just that. So exciting. And SpaceX won, of course, a $53.2 million for a large-scale flight demonstration of transfer of 6 metric tons of liquid oxygen between tanks on a Starship vehicle. Notably, this seems to imply that NASA is effectively funding a single ship orbit flight test in which a Starship prototype will, most likely, attempt to transfer liquid oxygen between its tanks. Very cool. And it's time for some Tesla shorts. Sandy Munro is still shocked over the pace of Tesla, not the pace of building factories, but that Tesla made 13 changes to the Model Y in just 3 months are just unheard of. And the Model Y 7-seater is starting production next month Elon confirms. And if you wonder where Starman actually is, well, SpaceX just confirmed he is within 0.05 astronomical units or 5 million miles off the red planet. Cool. More power packs are heading for New Zealand. 46 to be exact is being shipped this week. And 30 power packs has been spotted heading for Brisbane in Australia. More and more power packs and mega packs are just showing up all over the world. Tesla is updating the interior of the Tesla Model 3 to let their owners lock their Sentry Mode Tesla Cam storage device in the glove box. That is just a very cool idea. The new Model 3 refresh is starting to look better and better. And we do tend to forget about the Nevada factory because all the focus that are on the 3 other factories they are building right now. But there are actually a little bit of an update. As you can see here from Tesla owner Silicon Valley, the roof is starting to be filled up with solar panels. Very nice. And remember that GM is going to reveal their new EV Hummer on the 20th of October, and it should come out with this new infotainment system made by Unreal Engine. The little teaser they made looked a lot like Tesla, but this could be a good partnership to bring something good to GM's new EVs in the future. K10 tweeted this image of the Boring Company tunnels, saying Vegas will showcase this for the world to see. And Elon replied, for sure. And the Boring Company did apply for a massive expansion of the Las Vegas Loop. And Elon did reveal that the first part of the Las Vegas Loop will be done in just a month or so. Oh yes, can't wait to see this in action. And if you don't know if Tesla is doing great or how their growth has been, just take a look at these charts here, showing their quarterly growth from 2012 to 2020. Or maybe this delivery numbers from 2012 to 2020 Vincent shared on Twitter. Oh yeah, Tesla is doing really well. Don't you worry, there is no demand problem. And another person who believes in Tesla and their future is Ron Barron. Billionaire investor Ron Barron believes Tesla will become a $2 trillion company. He stresses that Tesla could go from $30 to $35 billion in sales to $600 to $700 billion in sales in 10 years. And that is just their cars, not all their other businesses. And Tesla are increasingly being used as service cars. The high efficiency, the low maintenance cost and zero emission make them ideal for police and medical service. The nursing service in Germany is armed with 9 Tesla vehicles and is awaiting delivery of 2 more. And Gigafactory Teslas just put the first pillars into the ground. Oh yeah, here we go. And before we end off with a bit of fun, I just want to make a quick shout out to my newest Patreons and members. Asuka Nelson, Cosimo Cariolo, Bert Frank, Todd Smith, and my thank you for watching members Guy Wood, Tim Munch Q, Nicholas Langdolt, and my new Be Nice and You Are member, Fred Bakowski. Thank you so much guys for your support. And let's of course end off with a bit of fun. Eva Fox made this tweet about Elon Musk's price cut of the Model S to go to the legendary price of $69,420. The media's reaction, oh, and Elon Musk's reaction. That is all we have time for in this news episode. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps out a lot. And if you did like it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out on future episodes just like this one. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for your support. If you want to support the channel even more, remember you can for as little as $1 become a patron of the show and get your shout out here on this channel. You can also become a member of Best in Tesla YouTube channel and get shout outs and some extra perks. Hit the members button to find out more. But going forward, I will make more videos available for Patreons and members only, so don't miss out. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter. I tweet all the news and more in there as it comes out. And thank you for watching. And until next time, take care out there and be nice.